Let me ask you something personal. Do you wake up tired, even after 8 hours of sleep? Do you feel like your body is always fighting something? Always inflamed? Always exhausted? Always one step behind where you want to be? You have probably blamed your job, your schedule, getting older, the stress of living abroad. But what if I told you the real reason goes deeper than any of those things? What if the problem is happening inside every single cell of your body, right now, as you watch this video? Before I explain what went wrong, I need to explain something first. Every single cell in your body, and you have about 37 trillion of them, has its own internal clock. Not a clock like on your wall, a molecular timer. A tiny biological program inside your DNA that tells each cell when to be active and when to rest, when to repair itself and when to produce energy, when to fight inflammation and when to stand down. Scientists call this the circadian rhythm. Here is where it gets personal. For hundreds of thousands of years, human beings lived by a very simple rule. Sun comes up, you wake up and move. Sun goes down, you wind down and sleep. There were no exceptions because there could not be any. Your body evolved around that rule so completely that it is now written into every cell you have. Then, in the last 100 years, everything changed. Electric light meant you could stay awake long after dark. Screens meant you could flood your eyes with artificial blue light at midnight, the exact same wavelength as midday sunlight, and your master clock cannot tell the difference. So what actually happens to your body when this clock is disrupted long term? Let me break it down simply. First, your cells age faster. Inside every cell, you have structures called telomeres. Think of them like the plastic caps at the end of a shoelace. They protect your DNA from fraying. Every time a cell divides, the telomere gets slightly shorter. When it gets too short, the cell stops working properly. Scientists measure telomere length as a marker of biological aging. Now, here is the part of this story that I think about most. Your grandparents, and their grandparents before them, were living in almost perfect biological alignment with their cellular clocks. Not because they read scientific papers, because their environment and their lifestyle naturally enforced what their bodies needed. They woke with the sun, not because of discipline, because there was no reason to stay in bed after dawn. They worked and moved during daylight hours when cortisol was naturally high and energy was naturally available. They ate their main meals when the sun was up, when digestive hormones were at their peak. I want to pause here and make sure this is clear because I know some of this sounds technical. Think of your body like a very sophisticated factory. This factory has different departments: the energy department, the repair department, the defense department, the hormone department. Each department has a specific shift. They do not all work at the same time because the factory cannot run everything at once efficiently. The manager who coordinates all the shifts is your master clock. So here is the good news, and there is a lot of it. Your cellular clock is not broken permanently. It is confused, and confusion can be corrected. The science shows that even people with years of circadian disruption can significantly reset their clock within 2 to 4 weeks of consistent habit changes. Here is exactly what to do, starting tonight. Number 1. Get sunlight in your eyes within 30 minutes of waking. Not through a window, actual outdoor light. Even on a cloudy day, outdoor light is significantly brighter than indoor light. This one habit anchors your master clock to the correct time more powerfully than almost anything else you can do. I want to close with something I think about every time I make a video like this. We were not broken when we arrived here. Our bodies were functioning exactly as they were designed to function. We came from environments that, without anyone planning it, kept our biology in perfect rhythm. The West did not make us unhealthy through one dramatic event. It did it quietly, through artificial light and late dinners and early alarms and indoor offices and a culture that treats rest as weakness.